this is Happy Rich Mama saying hello to everybody. These are my Valentine flowers, presents from my children. I have 5 of them, and this one is a beautiful one. It's a new presentation of a rose. It's in a dome, and it has lights on it. It's battery operated, and it's a fresh rose in there, and it's stuck here in the bottom, and I don't want it just being like that there. Is it fresh? Yes, it is fresh. So and it's got petals in there, and it seems like, is it really fresh? I'm not so sure now. I was gonna use it for my ikebana arrangement, but I'll put it back right now. I will not use this anymore. I will leave it as is for now. I'd like to show you guys how to preserve your Valentine flowers, or flowers that you get on whichever occasion. As you can see, these were just moistened by a some kind of cotton material, and I got this yesterday, and they still look very fresh. So I'm going to take them all out one by one. I'm gonna work on this one because this one is the most delicate one. So, and these are not, you know, they can last for a long time without water. It's only the sunflower, which is so beautiful, almost as big as my face. In any case, the way to preserve it is to first cut it underwater so that no air bubbles can go in. So you soak it underwater, and then you cut it underwater so that as you cut it, the water is the one that really flows into the daisy, and then you can transfer it properly into this container. And so you do the same thing for all these little ones. You cut it underwater like that, and that's how you really are supposed to be doing it all the time. But you know, sometimes you just don't have the patience for this, or the energy for it, but we always try to do that. Cut them, and that gives them more life. Color combination, as you can see, is divine. It's yellow, orange, and purple. And this one, I should remove all the leaves that already show signs of withering, because I don't want to keep those anymore, because they may corrupt the other leaves. You know, they say that the browns go down after a while, so it's really a sacrifice to remove all of them, or maybe just cut off on some of the other edges. Oh, but this one is really sturdy, so I'm sure it was already well kept, so I'm not cutting off anymore from the bottom, but I'll put it in water. So this is how you do it. you keep it there, and then I'll show you how it will keep longer by putting in some magic dust on it. Not only do I want to keep them fresh like this in a bowl, but I want to make an ikebana, or a Japanese flower arrangement. I want to keep the memory of my Valentine this February 2021, and I'm using a red vase for it. So it's going to be a freestyle arrangement, which we call Jiyuka. So I want to pour enough water on this. As you know, I have my Kensan there, so I will cover it a little bit more to cover just the ends of the needles on the Kensan. Kensan is this holder which has a lot of needles up there that will make the flower stands. And I am thinking now, I have these to put in here. Should I put it in the center, or should I put it on the side? So perhaps I will just keep it in the center in the meanwhile. And maybe while I'm working on this, then I will know whether I would need to put it on the side. The main feature of my arrangement is actually my sunflower. So as I do my arrangement, I'm going to make it facing my side first, and then I'll show you how it comes out later. I am using a holder that can make this go around easily, so I can show it to you better later. So I'm going to locate the sun up here, so I'm going to make it look up into the sun over there, and I'm going to put it in the center of my Kensan. Hold it very properly and tightly so that I can push it in, so that it becomes steady. Okay. So if this is my sun and this is my shin, or the main part of my arrangement, I'm going to make the others glorify that by making the others point towards the other parts of the arrangement, to point towards that number one and most important part of the ano. So I want this to kind of curl up, you know, so that it will, but maybe I can just look for how it goes and then remove some unnecessary leaves that I will not be using, just so it isn't that noisy, and just so that it clearly points out who is the star of this arrangement. So it should go like this from my point of view. As I watch my teachers while they do their arrangements, It seems like they really know how to cut the stems, how long they should be, and I kind of put myself into their shoes and think how they think. And that's how I wanted to learn. I found it in the beginning to be so difficult. I couldn't understand. I couldn't learn. I just couldn't do it. Then after a lot of practice, I learned how to communicate, to look at the flowers, and to make sense of how they are, what they stand for, what their meaning is, and then to put some kind of a hierarchy. I'm not using any other plants because I want to maintain the integrity of the flowers that were given to me, and so I'm just using all that have been given to me. And although Jiyuka is freestyle, there are principles and elements that an Iki noble artist like myself should adhere to. It's really a disciplined art, although we call it freestyle. With what I have, with my resources at hand, because I wanted to preserve the memory of the day, because I wanted to show my emotion of gratefulness, of love, and of having fond memories of the day. So this is how I am arranging the flowers. For me, the most important element in a Jiyuka, it's not the materials that you have at hand. It's the expression. It's how you play around with your materials so that you are able to express your emotion at that moment. I will add in some magic powder on it so that the flowers will stay fresh a little bit longer. And I'll put in some more once I redo this, adding other materials. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this for a day because these are the flowers that my children gave me this Valentine Day. Thank you, Cara and Carlo with San Kurt. Thank you, Monica and George with San Jude Luis. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Leo and Gurley with kids Leia and Gracie. And thank you, my youngest son, Diego. I love you all. Thank you for my Valentine. What is most important is the expression of gratitude, love, and contentment. Thank you, Lord. I thank you for your time, for allowing me to share with you my passion. Thank you for watching. See you soon.